आज हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं HPCL का जो 2025 का एग्ज़ाम हुआ था उसका आंसर्स के बारे में। तो टेस्ट डेट था 14/09/2025। तो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, आइडेंटिफाई द इनकरेक्टली स्पेल्ड वर्ड इन द गिवन सेंटेंसेस एंड सिलेक्ट द ऑप्शन दैट rectifies it. So during the inter-university debate competition, his argument were presented with clarity and depth. Each point he made was well structured and articulated, making his stance difficult to refute. His delivery proved to be persuasive, leaving both the judges and the audience impressed by his oratory skill. It was evident that his preparation had set him apart from the other participants, ultimately earning him admiration. So we have to select which one is wrong. So incorrectly spelled word. In the first option, the arguments and the spelling is ARGUMENTGUE. That is not correct one. So the first one is correct, and this is thoroughly. This is correct. This is correct spelling word. ROUGHLY. This is correct spelling of thoroughly. And audience, AUDIENCE, correct spelling of audience. Clarity, that is also correct. So option A is incorrectly spelled word. In the question number 2, select the most appropriate idiomatic expression that can be substituted the underlined segment in the given sentence. So we have to substitute the given sentence with corresponding phrase. Statement is, after her failure, she expressed her feeling openly to her mother. So expressed her feeling openly. Read between the lines. Okay. So the read between line implies that inferring hidden meaning. This means inferring hidden meaning. And ऑप्शन बी इज काइड फॉर मून. और काइड फॉर मून का मीनिंग जो होता है, सो वी आर डिजायरिंग फॉर समथिंग इम्पॉसिबल. सो इट मीनिंग्स डिजायर the option 3, poured out of her heart. So this is the correct statement option. And the option D, went cold turkey, which refers to the abrupt quitting like addictions. So this means abrupt abrupt quitting of something like smoking or any addiction. So option C is correct. In the question number 3, select the most appropriate option to fill in the blank. In the given statement, the boy was running dash he could to catch the thief. To catch the thief, he should have to run faster. So either the boy is showing the maximum effort. So as fast as he could do it, so it can catch the thief. So this is a urgency of chasing. In the option A, as fastly as, this is similar to this, and option B also as fast as. But between these two, B option is most appropriate. So B is correct. And option C, that is too fast, which express the speed. Which express the speed. D is very fast, which showing that this is lack of the comparison, and it feels like an incomplete one. So option B most appropriately correct. In the question number 4, select the most appropriate option to fill in the blank. The number of students present today dash very small. The number of student is a number of student. This is a singular collective noun. Singular collective noun. So singular is this, each is singular. Correct option is C. Select the most appropriate antonym of the highlighted word as used in the given conversation. Her participation in the debates was sporadic, making it hard to follow her line of thought. Option B, that's surprising. I expected her to contribute regularly and consistently. So the antonym of this sporadic. So sporadic means occurring irregularly or infrequently. It means occurring irregularly. So the antonym of it is regular. Option A is correct. In the question number 6, read the sentence which given in the direct speech carefully and fill in the blanks by selecting the correct indirect speech from the option. So I said, I don't want your money. I said that does. I never wanted his money. I did not want his money. I had not wanted his money. I do not want his money. So that I don't want your money is a direct speech. This is present simple. And which is shifting to the indirect speech in the past tense. Said that I did not want. That part will present here. We have to find the indirect speech actually. Option C, this is a past perfect. And D, do not want. This is fails to backshift the tense. So option B is correct because I did not want. That part is more appropriately for the indirect speech. In the question number 7, sentence of the paragraph are given below while first and last sentence S1 S6 are in the correct order. Okay, this and this are in the correct order. In between are jumbled up. Arrange the sentences in a correct order. Okay, fine. S1, the saucepan of water was kept on the stand. Next statement, a spoon was left in the boiling water for 2 minutes. The handle of the metal spoon was filled with left hand. The spirit lamp was placed under it and lighted. When the water began to boil, the metal spoon and the wooden spoon were placed in the water so that the handle of the two spoon project outside the saucepan. And last statement, that is in the correct spell, whereas the handle of the wooden spoon was filled with the right hand. So if we see the last statement, whereas the handle of the wooden spoon was filled with the right hand, here one thing is the whereas, means that related to the sentence is before this. So the thing is that left in the boiling water 2 minutes, it is from the left hand. Okay, so option B is before S6 because it is related to is. So B is last. So option D is correct, which is the appropriate one. And if we follow that C, D, A, B, see the spirit lamp was placed under it and lighted. Okay, that is fine. After that D, when the water begins to boil, the metal spoon, after that the boiling started, and wooden spoon were placed in the water so that the handles of the two spoon projects outside of the saucepan. Okay, that is also true. Option A, the spoons were left in the boiling water for 2 minutes. Okay, fine. After that, the option B, the handle of the metal spoon was filled with the left hand. Okay, this is also correct. After that, this one. Okay, in the next question, question number 8, select the option that best express the given sentence in the active voice. Okay, the painting will be completed by him in 2 days. So this is a passive voice. We have to convert it to the active voice. He will be completing the painting in the 2 days. He will have completed the painting in 2 days. He will complete the painting in 2 days. He has to complete the painting in 2 days. So the passive part is that will be completed. Okay, he will be the passive part is that will be completed. This will be completed. That convert to the active as he will complete. Okay, this is will be completed, convert to the he will complete. Here he will complete, he will complete. So option C is correct. Okay, let's solve question number 9. Select the option that rectifies the incorrectly spelled word in the given paragraph. So the research team submitted research this spelling is wrong. Team submitted on otherwise promising manuscript, but reviewers highlighted several deficiencies. Most notably, the literature review failed to include the recent studies, and the methodology section lacks the clarity. These inconsistencies raise concern about the overall credibility of the finding. So the first is given the research. In the question number 10, parts of the following sentence have been given as option. Select the option that contains an error. If you don't find an error, then marks no error. The committee makes important decisions during their meeting. So we need to find an error. First of all, let's see this portion, the committee. So committee is a singular here, and this is a collective noun. Committee is a collective noun, and also this is singular. Okay, makes, this is the correct verb for the singular subject. Important decision, this is also grammatically correct. And during their meeting, this is a problematic thing because committee is a singular, so referred to there is a plural. Okay, so that is showing the disagreement with the sentence. So the correct will be the committee makes important decision during instead of there its meeting. So this option B is correct, but HPCL official response it giving the option C is correct, but some question may be wrong, so that's why according to me option B is correct and it contains the error. In the question number 11, select the most appropriate synonym of the given word. The abrupt. So abrupt means sudden. Anything happens in a sudden way. So we have to find the synonym. Careful, not matching the sentence. Synonym, not polite, not gentle, because this and this means the same, but blunt is most appropriate synonym to abrupt. The question number 12, select the most appropriate offense, substitute the underlined segment in the given sentence. I am so tired of all the drama. I just want to bury my hands in the soil. Okay. So you have to substitute this phrase by a appropriate one. So the first one, bury my hands in the concrete. It means permanence. MENENC, permanence. Bury my head in the sand. It means to avoid, or hence bury my hands in the soil. This portion means to avoid the problem. The second option is more appropriate one, the bury my head on the sand. Okay, this is ostrich like avoidance. So B is correct. And option C, bury myself in the marshes. This means nonsensical. And last option, bury myself in the sand. And this is altering the idiom. So option B is the correct. 13. Select the option that expresses the given sentence in the past perfect tense. While walking through the archives, Neha discovered a historical manuscript that was misplaced. So the original sentence is a simple past. Okay, this is a simple past sentence. Now the past perfect required had discovered, and had discovered Here present, there is not present, not present, had discovered. Okay. And another thing is the had been misplaced for the past perfect. Had been misplaced. Manuscript that had been misplaced. So option D is correct. But in that case was misplaced. So option D is correct. In the question number 14, select the option that can be used as a one-word substitute for the underlined segment in the given sentence. After moving to new city, Maya began experiencing fear of her home surrounding. Okay, the unfamiliar layout, strange noises, absence of families' faces made her feel uneasy and anxious. Over the time, with support and small adjustment, she gradually started to feel safer and more comfortable in her new environment. So the option will substitute this whole the things will be hydrophobia. This is fear of water. Aerophobia. This is fear of flying. And xanthophobia means this is fear of stranger or fear of foreigners. And the ecophobia is most appropriate. Ecophobia means surroundings. The fear about the surroundings. So this D option is correct. The question number 15, comprehension. Read the passage carefully and answer the question that follows. A republic is essentially a nation state in which supreme political power vests in the people and is elected representative given a mandate to govern by those people. Most importantly, this is the principal point of difference from a monarchy republic. Okay, this is the difference between them. Have an elected or nominated head of state, usually a president, not a hereditary monarch. In effect, all the sovereignty, power, and authority in the republic are vested in the people. The word republic is derived from the Latin phrase republica, meaning a public thing. Ancient Romans used this to describe the wellspring of their governance system for their city state by about 500 BC. Inspired by nations, a Athenian democracy, Rome's public was a noble experiment. The inscription SPQR emblazoned on all Roman standard and public buildings, expanded to the Senate and people of Rome. It touted to the world that Roman political power was vested in a great many, not concentrated in one ruler or family. Rome's republican trust, sustained by public elections and classical debate, lasted until Julius Caesar seized control in 44 BC, being succeeded by his wily nephew Augustus, who founded a famous empire that lasted a while longer, consigned the republican ideal to the dustbin of the world. Rome took much of its republican template from Greece. So, what is the key difference between the republic and monarchy? A monarchy allows the election, while republic does not. That is not a correct one. A republic has no government, whereas monarchy, that is also not correct. A republic is governed by the elected representative. That is true. While monarchy has a hereditary. It is family wise. So option C is correct. In the question number 16, same para, we have to answer this. Which of the following ways describe the Roman Republic? A dictatorship, no. A system where an emperor ruled the absolute authority, not at all. A monarchy, not a monarchy. A system where political power was shared through the election, that is true. Option D is correct. Which of the following best capture the essence of the passage? Julius Caesar, the man who changed the democracy forever. No, it is not about the individual one. Why monarch lost power and people took charge? No, that is not about this. The story of republics from ancient Rome or to modern times. That is the most appropriate one because this is a story about republics. गणतंत्र के बारे में बात किया जा रहा है and from ancient Rome to modern times it's just comparison to it. Monarchy, no, D option is not correct.